Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, The King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually very good value for money. They smell good, they are on the radar, not many people mention them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have an update for you, and this is the update for Afnan Rare Carbon for him, and this is 100 ml Eau de Perfume. In United Kingdom you can find it under £40 if you can find it. Is for some reason in United Kingdom it's quite hard to find. In other places it looks like it's more available. So if you live in United Kingdom you need to be a little bit more patient, do your research, and when it comes up, when you find it, you can purchase it. But for what it is, for what you get here, it's an amazing fragrance. Okay, so 10 out of 10 for me. I love leather fragrances, that's my taste, it's up my alley, it's absolutely gorgeous. And also it's a beast mode, yes, this is a beast mode. On my skin went over 12 hours easy. Next day I could smell it. On material go 24 hours and more, and this is a beast mode. So in terms of performance, excellent. 12 hours plus on my skin at least. On your skin might differ, might be more, might be less, but on my skin 12 hours plus. You don't need more than 5. I put 5 and I was ample enough. It was filling the house. My wife could smell it all day and she was complaining that it's too strong for her. The reason because sometimes she doesn't like that leather aspect of the leathery fragrances. Two things most of the time she can't stand. One is oud, one is leather, and this one is predominantly leather fragrance, and that's why she was complaining all the time. So 5 is more than enough. If you want to choke yourself and others, you can put more. Obviously in winter you can put more. This is definitely better suited for cooler weather and winter, but I think you can get away with it in summer if you put 1 or 2 and control the trigger. In terms of age, this is definitely 30 and up to be on the safe side, because it's very complex, it's very complicated, it's very sophisticated, and also it's mature and taste. And also this is an acquired taste, even though both Tuscan leather and Ombre leather have been around for a while, and they have been very popular between, say, many people, and especially collectors and connoisseurs, but still it's an acquired taste, and I think you need at least to try it or sample it or decant it if you can. If you can't and you're going blind by, then that's your decision. I don't recommend that because this is definitely an acquired taste. But for me, for my age, for my taste, for my experience, this is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's absolutely gorgeous, it's perfection in a bottle. They've done a super job here in terms of quality, in terms of perfumery, in terms of balance, in terms of everything is top notch. And on top of that, you get a best of the best in presentation. Under £40 for such a beautiful presentation, you won't get that with the big names, you know them. If you want to go with the big names and good presentation and good perfumery, you have to go £150, £200 plus. But here you get in at under £40. So overall is a win-win. It's a highly recommended. So how is it start? It starts with a huge leather. The leather is massive. Obviously there is no such a thing as a leather note. Okay, you can't go and extract, push the put the leather in a water or in a oil and then extract the smell of it. No, you can't do that. So what they do, the perfumers, they combine many aspects, many notes, and they come up with a accord. And that accord here, it gives you the feel of leather. Obviously it's not natural, it's a combination of things. So but it smells so natural. That's a crazy bit of it. And that the reason is because the ingredients are in here are very good quality, especially for a price. This is definitely smells more than 100-150 pounds. Both Tuscan leather and Ombre leather by Tom Ford are expensive. Ombre leather for 100 ml is 150 pounds and Tuscan leather is about 300 pounds. And this one, in my opinion, okay, your opinion might differ, is better than both. But in terms of longevity, performance, projection, and in terms of smell, because the smell here is much more wearable than those two. Although Ombre leather is a very more wearable version of Tuscan leather, this is even more wearable than Ombre leather, and that's why this beauty is an absolute gorgeousness. So as I said, start up with a huge leather and a violet. So there is a violet flower and a violet leaf in here, and that those two are together giving it a tiny bit of petroleum and also a tiny bit of, shall we say, a rubber feel. Okay, so it's got a tiny bit of rubber feel, tiny bit of petroleum feel, but not much. It's not overpowering, it's not huge like say Fahrenheit by Dior. No, it's not like that, but it is there and it's noticeable and it's in the background. And that combination of those two giving a tiny bit of smokiness and also, as I said, a tiny bit of rubber feel to it. But they won't be overpowering the leather. The leather accord here is the biggest one. Okay, there is some spicy aspect to it, but again the spices are in the background. Some cinnamon in here giving it some sweetness. There is a nutmeg. There is also a tonka bean here. So a combination of these three again giving it a nutty feel, earthy, nutty, and also a little bit of again earthy smokiness. Plus the vetiver, this combination of these three and the vetiver again giving a tiny bit of smokiness in the background, and that smoke is so enjoyable. It's just of the right amount. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's just the right amount of smoke to enjoy it. Okay, so this smokiness is it mainly appear from the mid to the end. So from the beginning to the mid, it's mostly leather, sweetness, plus the florals, especially the violet and the violet leaf and the rose. The roses here is massive as well. There is some woody aspect which is mainly cedar in here, but tiny bit of oud in the background again at the tail end of it. So from the mid to the end you get a tiny bit of oud, but again it's not overpowering, it's not too much, it's just there to give it that again earthy smoky resin feel, but it never comes full front, it's always in the background. So overall superb, beautiful, gorgeous. I can't praise it anymore. I can't give it more than 10 out of 10. It's for everything, for the performance, for the price ratio, what you pay, what you get, for the presentation, for the perfumery, for the balance of the notes, and the smell profile in here is gorgeous. I absolutely adore it. I wore it for 2 days, and both 2 days I was smelling myself and I said, wow, this is superb, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay guys, there are some other fragrances that are quite similar to this, but unfortunately they have been discontinued. So if you want those and you can't find them, this is again a very good alternative to those, or very close to those, or similar to those ones. One is Nabil, and this is Arab Tradition. This one was super fragrance in its own, but unfortunately it's been discontinued. There is a newer version of it which is quite good, but it's not as good as this white bottle. And the other one is Al Haramain leather, oud leather. Again, very similar to this, but it's quite hard to find these days. I think it's not been discontinued, but it's not readily available for some reason. And this one is Paisley, is an Italian house, and this is Cuccio. Again, very close to that Tuscan leather, Ombre leather feel. Absolutely gorgeous, but again this one is discontinued and it's super hard to find, and even if you can find it, it's very expensive. So this is absolute gorgeousness, good alternative, good copy, good clone of both Tuscan leather and Ombre leather, and also it leans more towards Ombre leather and is passing a little bit Ombre leather in terms of wear, how can you wear it, and the wearability of it, and because of the balance of everything together in here. Overall, highly recommended. if you can find it in United Kingdom, definitely is one of those. Yeah, it's a must if you like this kind of fragrances. Okay guys, thank you very much for joining me. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative or valuable or entertaining, hit those buttons. If you like to purchase one of my own fragrances, yes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my perfumes, nobody else is involved. From scratch to the perfume is me, nobody else is involved. They are out of this world. They are very artistic, very unique, very interesting, very intriguing, and also they are super beast mode, and you cannot find them anywhere else apart from me. I live in the description links, but you need to live in United Kingdom. The lucky ones who live in United Kingdom, because every day I get messages from different parts of the world. Please could you send it to this part, to that part, to this country, but unfortunately I cannot because the post doesn't allow it. But those people who are lucky in United Kingdom, they can purchase it for very good price, because for what you get, what you pay. Again, you know me, I'm all about, you know, the ratio for what you pay and what you get, and those are 60% oils. 60%. Even with extract de parfum, you're only getting up to 30% oil and the rest are carrier. With my perfumes, there are 60% oil and 40% oil carriers. There is no additive, there is no synthetic, there is no alcohol, nothing there. Just pure natural perfume oils. Okay guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye.